Oh, yes. Yep, the ads are indeed over. I was just getting some water and taking care of stuff before we get started. So there we go. Music is off. And we'll get down to it. Yeah, I think they literally just ended. Like, usually it takes about 10 minutes for the ads to start and play. Let's see. And there we go. There we go. Okay. I do not remember what we were doing. Let's see. Oates said Dad was looking for me. Needs to grab the mural plans. We grabbed the mural plans and we found a note. Now we need to go to the rat house. Shimkin, yeah.
Shimkin. White men! Run, girly, run!
Go be a menace in the chat. I made a new command just for you and you're not using it.
Chat, spam the new command!
So, Lissa had an idea for the new command. It's in points. It's titled Power Word Fart. It was her idea. It was 100% her idea. Oh, there we go. Word ban. If the TTS says it, it doesn't count. Anyway, we've got Oates here. Hey again, Megs. Gonna give him the 3-dot treatment. You serious? I just told you not to call me that. Nothing happened? Oh, hang on a second. Hang on, is it? Hang on a moment. Let me check something really quick. Hold on. Is it? Okay. I think I know what went wrong. Give me just a moment. I need to fiddle around with something. Yep, scuff o'clock it is. Oh, I see. Here we go. I have willed it into existence.
Power word. Fart.
Oh, that is so loud. Here we go. That should be better. I know you love it.
Power word. Fart.
Are you still not hearing it? I had to turn BeagleBot into an audio source.
Power word. Fart.
That is so loud. Uh, the redeem is... Nope. There's a word ban. You almost got me there. You almost got me there.
Power word. Fart.
Oh, I spilled Coke on myself. Damn it. Okay. Well, now that the scuff is taken care of. I didn't hear that one.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Oh, that was really delayed. Damn. Okay. Probably because the fart... damn it! Probably because the sound clip for the power word is super long, and there's a long silence that comes after it. I'm assuming that's it. Yeah, you win. Damn it. Damn it. Anyway, you serious? I just told you not to call me that. What are you all doing out here? Don't you have better things to do? What business is that of yours? Not me. All my work's done, Mags. What do you care? It's not like you've got important work to do. All right. So this is when we decide what Magdalene's background is. So we can have her be a tinkerer. Magdalene maintains and tinkers with the press and type, and sometimes works with Baltus. Domestics. Magdalene can handle anything connected with household or animal work, or bookkeeping. Proficient with balancing numbers and general accounting of data and information. I'm actually leaning towards bookkeeping and just having her be a girl boss. Girl boss that shit. Fuck yeah. I keep my dad's business running and profitable. I handle all of our orders and make sure everything's arrived on time. That seems a little more important than standing around the commons in the middle of the day. Must be nice to have money. You don't have to brag about it. Doesn't really sound like women's work anyway, if you ask me. Oh my god. Right. No one did. Calm down, Mags. You're going to get a reputation. Too late to worry about that. She already has a reputation. Oh. Oh, here we go. More background choices. Boy heckin' howdy. Let's see. Magdalene is skilled at stinging, countering, and otherwise deflating people in conversation. We're going to have her be a flirt, a strong negotiator, or she can have a penchant for sneaking around, eavesdropping on conversations, and passing gossip. Ooh, I feel like I'm leaning towards haggling. We're going to girl boss the whole thing. I mean, the whore playthrough got taken out. Yeah, and Andreas the whore, rest in pieces. He died trying to save books from the monastery library. Bookkeeper goes with haggler. Yeah. Yeah, that fits. You've said that before and it doesn't make any sense. I bargain like a man. What does that even mean? What does it even mean? Well, what it sounds like. You're still mad at me because I convinced Gret to give me her last pretzel on Friday. Let it go. Easy for you to say when you got the pretzel. My gosh, these guys are just jealous. They're just jealous that she's girl bossing so hard that she got a pretzel. All right, we got it. Lay off. Did you get those things your dad wanted? Yes, that's why I was on my way to the rat house. Hopefully I can drop these off and start my reading for the day. Reading? What book is so important that you need to get back to it? Oh. Oh, boy heckin' howdy. See, polyglot, can't speak any foreign languages other than Italian, but she can read a little of almost all of them. Volksbucher is familiar with the most popular common books of the day, assorted trivia, almanacs, common knowledge, and scatological stories. Reformation. Magdalene has read a wide range of contemporary books on the Reformation and Counter-Reformation. I do like the idea of her being a polyglot, but I feel like the Reformation sounds really relevant to what's been happening in the story. Like, just in general. Because first chapter, we had Martin Luther come up a few times. Second chapter, it was all about, like, the peasants negotiating power back from the ruling class. It's just, I feel like the Reformation is going to come back up again. But also polyglot. Fuck it, she's gonna girl boss in all languages. Don what? Florcel, like flower. It's a knightly romance written in Castilian. Such a beautiful language. Who speaks that? People from Castile? Never heard of it. Right, sounds made up. Don't you read all sorts of books about trees and birds and whatever? Yes, trees and birds and whatever, that's right. People are finally writing down what they see in nature instead of copying something a Greek imagined centuries ago. Do you have any books on frogs? What? Never mind. No! Ask about the books about frogs. Let him be a frog boy. Wait, oats. Aren't you supposed to be at the rat house too? You're on the council. Sure, but it's pointless without your dad's plans. Let's go. Ugh, fine. Give the boy his frog book. Exactly. I don't understand how we're still arguing about this. These murals should depict the truth. What we know is the truth. Oats. Yeah, I was saying oats. I wasn't saying ats. I was saying oats. Not oats. Oots. Oots. Let the frog boy be their bisexual self, damn it. Yeah, I figured it was oots. I don't think it's so simple, Klaus. Are you afraid of angering our Lord, Father Thomas? I think Father Thomas means that the truth is not so easily agreed upon. Oots. Oots. Yeah, there's an R sound rolled up in there. Okay, so oots. Oots? Oots. I'm bad at pronunciation. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm tired of arguing. I just wanted to look nice and show what happened. Okay? Okay, here she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So an O umlaut.
Yeah. Ugh.
You put your tongue kind of in the middle of your mouth, but you lift it up in the back. Ugh.
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 You try not to laugh at me.
I'm really trying.
It's.
It's. Okay?
Okay.
That's better.
Okay.
It's not perfect, but it's better. Unfortunately, we have the American accent, so
Yeah.
there are some things that we just can't fucking do.
Yeah. It's. It's.
Okay, we're getting there.
Oh no, I like calling them oats though.
If a German joins this chat, you're going to be lit on fire.
All right, oots. All right, Magdalene, thank you for bringing these. Yeah. What?
There's a redeem.
Oh. Okay, Worcester's. Hold on.
Oh no.
No.
Say it as you would normally say that word.
Okay. Worcestershire sauce.
Say it 10 times fast.
Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire.
You couldn't even get through one.
Look, I have a lisp. Okay. Worcestershire sauce.
There you go. Get angry. You can do it.
No, fuck you. Oots. All right. Maybe illustrations will succeed where talking has failed.
Do you want me to draw you a picture?
Of what?
Worcestershire sauce?
Sure. But it has to be in your art style.
How do I draw a bottle in my fucking art style?
I don't know.
Hello?
Hello? Okay, done arguing with them. I'll see you at home for supper. Boy, howdy. It's alright, Magdalene. We don't need to see the drawings. It's not that we don't understand what he's trying to do. Get mad, threaten to burn the manager's house down with the lemons. Fucking lemons. Those lemon-stealing whores. Didn't realize we had upset him so much. Sounds like things got worse after I left. Well, we've been arguing about this for almost 2 hours. Have you not played Portal 2? Oh. I've played Portal 2. It's been years since I played Portal 2. I may have forgotten the reference. I'm sorry. You know what? Maybe I'll stream Portal 2 sometime. It's been, I don't even know how long it's been since I last played it. I want to say at least a few years. I know, a crime. I'm awful. The worst. For all the good it does, he hasn't budged. What's the point of talking if you can't make any progress? Magdalene, could you speak to your father? Help him see things from our point of view. I don't even know what you're all arguing about. What is your point of view? Klaus has very strong opinions on how the history of Tassing of Cursaw Abbey should be portrayed. And those portrayals may upset some of our neighbors. Isn't the real concern that it's going to upset the Lord? Isn't everyone really worried about him coming here someday and seeing the revolt memorialized on the wall? You keep saying that we all disagree with him. I don't think I do. Not entirely. Well, what do you think, George? Big George, let me hear your words.
Power word. Far.
That's the wrong word, Big George. I know I'm not the smartest man in this room, but I know what happened to my own dad. I know what he did. Doesn't feel right to ignore what happened to him, what happened to Otto. Look, you all knew my dad. I never had the chance. I don't want to make the people in this town angry. I don't want to make our Lord angry. None of us do, but maybe there's a way to tell this story in a way that's true without upsetting anyone. So, it's all very complicated, you see, Magdalene. Try to get him to consider a portrayal of our history that's less inflammatory. My father was deeply affected by the revolt. It won't be easy to convince him of anything. Don't think it's as complicated as you all think. So you want me to convince him to do what you say? I'm sure that will work. Yeah, I don't think it's as complicated as they all think. Yeah, let's go with that. We need to come to an agreement or call off the mural entirely. He's been wanting to paint this mural for years. You can't tell him no all of a sudden. Then help us, Magdalene. Your father will listen to you. Alright, won't promise anything, though. He's already hard enough to convince. Now I'm going back home. This mess has taken up too much of my day already. Hey, we have an actual clock! Oh boy, heck and howdy. Now we can tell time. Alright, give me just a moment. I need to blow my nose. Okay, I am back. You didn't mute? No, I muted. Oh my god. Oh no! I muted the wrong thing. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, damn it. Point and laugh. I am a professional. It's not much, not even much at all, but I do get paid to do this. I am a professional. Alright, Magdalene. Thank you for bringing the drawings to the rat house. I'm sorry it was a waste of time. Those men don't know what they want. When I tell them what I'm trying to do, they get scared. Then they talk and talk and talk. They talk all day and we're never closer to a decision. Sick of it. Sick of the whole thing. Got my 3D modeling friend to see if we could mod in an autism creature in Smash Brawl or something. He said no. Oh, that is a bummer. That is a shame. Shame on your friend. Shame for 1,000 years. I love autism creature. I love Autism Creature so much that I got an Autism Creature model. Did I show it off? River, have you seen it? Have you seen the creature? I have not. Oh my god. No, I have to show it off now. Okay, give me a second here. Give me a second. Wait, aside the clip in Discord? Oh yeah, it's the clip in Discord. But not only that, but it is also this. Is the creature. I love this little creature. I commissioned it as a joke, and I set up so that the model has all the little shakes and everything. Speaking of, I need to go check on my creature. Trademark. Alright. Okay, let's see. Yeah, can you just start working on it? If they don't like it, they'll have to figure it out for themselves. I could, but the first payment requires the council's approval. Damn it, I don't even care about the money. Maybe you're right. To hell with them. Autism creature shakes like a chihuahua. Exactly. I didn't realize you were so upset about it. We hear all of these stories about what this place was, how it came to be. And it feels like history is something that happened before, happened to other people. But 18 years ago, we lived through something, you and I, everyone in Tassing. Everyone wants to forget about it, pretend it didn't happen. You don't. No, I don't. All those years ago, I did nothing. Oh, that's so relevant. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things in this game that just feel really relevant. I was worried for you, worried for Benjamin and Rachel and Esther. I was so afraid that I'd lose you, I wouldn't have been able to bear it. In the end, so many people died anyway. Peter and Ulrich and Andreas and all of the others. And we lived. Dad, everyone says that it wouldn't have made any difference. If you and the others had fought, you would have died. I would have died. Maybe I could have stopped him from going to the mill. Or maybe we could have stopped the peasants from burning it down. But we'll never know. Is that what this is all about, this mural? It's a chance to put something down in a place where everyone can see. If people start to forget, this will remind them. We were here. This happened. If I don't do it, who will? Fuck, he's right. He's very right. I'm also going to change my model back. I love my Chihuahua creature, but this thing constantly shaking in the corner of the screen. It's just... I gave my autism creature anxiety. That's the reality. I gave her anxiety. I wish the men in that rat house saw me the same way that you do. Oh. One way or another, you'll figure it out. Your creature is good? Awesome. That's good. I hope so. All the arguing has left me beat. I'm going to bed early. Alright, I'm going to stay up for a bit and write a letter to Esther. Who's Esther? I do not remember who that is, but it's good to know what they look like. Good. Please say hello to her for me. And her parents. I know, Dad. Oh, is Esther the... Esther's the kid that the Jewish family had, right? Good night, Magdalene. I love you. Love you too. Boy, howdy. All this running around has left me tired too. It'll be nice to sit down on my desk and just write for a while. The creature is a puppy. We are dog sitting for my parents' parents. Cute. That's a good pupper. Alright. Is this not home? This is home. Let's write. Alright. Where to begin? I should write to Esther. Alrighty then. Misread that. Oh, partner's parents. Oh, okay. I did misread that. I read that as parents, and I was like, oh, why don't you just say grandparents? All right, partner's parents. All right, awesome. Still a good puppo. A good pupper. Dearest Esther, hope you and your family are well. Dad sends his regards to your parents as usual. I spent the last few days collecting oak galls with Sister Gertrude. What's a gall? Parasitic growth which develops on oak trees caused by wasps laying their eggs under the tree bark. Oak galls were traditionally harvested and distilled into iron ink used in manuscripts. Boy heckin' howdy. That is also a chameleon. I love that chameleon. Look at that little dude. Just chilling in the corner. Awesome. No contact with my own parents. Anyway, the creature is very shy, and I have to wrangle them a bit to take them out for walkies. Aww. I love and appreciate all shy little creatures. Don't suppose you have the chance to do that in Prague. Sister Gertrude has been teaching me how to grind them into a smooth ink. It's difficult work, but you'll find no better ink anywhere in Bavaria. I'll send along a bottle with this letter. Oh, did I mention? Dad started a new project. He's painting a mural of Tassing's history in our new rat house to memorialize the revolt. The whole thing has me thinking about my own family history, past, present, and future. By wrangle them, I mean that I have to pick her up to put a leash on her and carry her out the door. After that, she's mostly fine. Oh, yeah, I got that. She's just a little creature. A little shy little creature. Let's see, a printing shop has been in the family for years. Looking forward to taking it over. Or we can say that we want to leave Tassing. Don't think I want to stay in Tassing forever. It's a quaint place to grow up, but I'm 20 now. Ad time. Boy howdy. I'm going to take a sip of water before I forget. All right. Yeah, let's say that we don't want to stay in Tassing forever. That says I should take over the shop, but I want to do more with my life. Not just take over a print shop in some tiny town in the Alps. If I married a master printer, then I could become part of the Printers Guild. Then I'd be able to send Dad my extra earnings and make a name for myself in one of the cities. And yes, before you break the nib off your pen, I will come visit you in Prague, I promise. I'll try to make time to visit before winter. Life has been bustling here. Dad's been busy with the Rat House mural, so I've taken over in the workshop. I'm sure it'll be a sight to behold once it's finished. Right back to me soon. All my love. Magda. Boy heckin' howdy. Letter has been written. Time is passing. It is now 8. Alright. So yeah, I guess it's time to sleep. It's time for EPs. Yeah. It's late. I should get some rest soon. Got an ad for a drum set, now remembering how I'd very much like to play music with other people. Ad's over now, though. Ah, gotcha. Let's go get some eeps. Incidentally, I love her outfit. Yeah, it's a really cute outfit. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ah! Dad? Dad. Magdalene. Dad. Hang on, I'm coming. Oh no, did he fall down the stairs? Oh! Oh no! God damn it, another murder! What the fuck? Oh no! Magdalene. What happened? Are you alright? You're bleeding. Someone came into the house. They hit me over the head. I'll go get Dr. Stoles. Try not to move, Dad. Magdalene, it's not safe. Whoever attacked me... This wound is too deep for me to take care of on my own. We need the doctor. Hopefully Dad tells us who. I hope so. It's dark, though. He probably didn't see. Magdalene, be careful. I will. I'll be back, I promise. I mean, the last 2 chapters also had a murder. Skill issue from Dad here. Alright, do you know why anyone would want to attack you, Klaus? No, maybe someone didn't like one of the books I sold them. Are you sure you didn't see a shadow and hit your head on the printing press? Come on, George, you saw the workshop. Somebody was looking for something. A burglar? In Tassing? That's preposterous. Well, if it wasn't an attack, what was it? Enough. It was a deliberate blow to the head, unless any of you wish to debate my diagnosis. No, of course not. No. As I thought. Truthfully, Klaus, I'm surprised the blow didn't kill you. You have a strong skull. It's a grave injury. Magdalene, you'll need to help take care of your father. Oh, whatever I need to do. Yep. Good. Of course, the mural will have to be called off now. Klaus, you absolutely cannot get out of bed. No, it has to be done. This is too important. Just give me some time to rest. I'll find a way to make it work. I don't think we need to cancel the entire project. Can't we just wait? Klaus, your health comes first. Anyway, we haven't been able to agree on what the mural should be. Indeed, it might be best to abandon the entire idea. With respect, Father Thomas, you are not on this council. Yes, just offering an opinion. I can paint the mural. What? Mags, quit joking around. Shut up, Oots. Well, I know you want to help your dad, but aren't you too young for something this big? Since I could walk, old enough to run the print shop by myself. Older than Oots. He's on the town council and he doesn't even do anything. Let's skip this debate. We all know I'm capable of doing this myself. Dad knows I'm capable. This is the haggling background? Yeah. Let's do it. We all know I'm capable. It's fucking girl boss, this. If you don't trust Magdalene to do the mural, to hell with the lot of you. Klaus. If you don't trust her, you don't trust me. I'll never do any work for this council again. Alright, I say we let her. Doesn't look like we have much of a choice. Very well. Alright, Magdalene, you can do it. But you still need to talk to us about what you're doing, alright? Of course. Fine, but I'm taking Dad's ideas into account. Like, fuck you. We're writing the history. We're including the revolt. All you dudes can get screwed. Well, we'll figure it out. Thanks, Magdalene. Rest up, Klaus. I'll do my best, George. Alrighty then. Magdalene, just a moment. Oh, yes, what is it? Your father is lucid right now, but his injury is severe. His current demeanor is misleading. I know the injury is severe. I saw all the blood. Magdalene, there is damage to his brain. Oh no. He may have a few weeks, maybe even a few months left. But he's not going to survive. Can't we take him to see a surgeon? No, he can't be moved in this condition. In fact, he shouldn't move at all. Even if he could, I don't think the finest Italian surgeons would know how to deal with trauma like this. So he's just going to die. And there's nothing I can do about it. You can make him comfortable, and you can enjoy the time you have left. But time will run out before long. Damn. So it literally is a murder. Oh, man. I need to be able to see the mural in its finished form. But I don't know how much time he has left. Werner said it could be a few months, or... God protect him. F's in chat for Klaus. I'll pick up where Dad left off. He wanted to paint the history of Tassing from its earliest days to the revolt. I'll start with the earliest part of Tassing's history, the pagan tribes and the Romans. Then I'll move on to the founding of the Abbey and Tassing's saints. After that, I should find a way to represent our recent history. Depicting the revolt is important to Dad. People in Tassing might know some of the town's history, but not all of it. Dad said the library in Cursaw had those records. He was able to write to the last prioress to see if she had any information. I should write to her now while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Where to begin? Dad told me the last prioress in Cursaw knew something about the old history of Tassing. He said she became the abbess of a convent in Bologna. Mother Illuminata? Yes. At Santa Margherita. I should write to her. Alrighty. Mother Illuminata, abbess of St. Margherita, formerly prioress of... Let's start with a more current title. Name is Magdalene Druckern. Do not believe we ever met, as I was very young when he left Cursaw. You were acquainted with my father. He bought many books from the library before that terrible fire consumed the place. I'm writing because my father and I are creating a mural in the Tassing Rat House. It's going to tell the history of our community and of Cursaw as well. We have only legends and folklore, since, of course, all of Cursaw's books were destroyed in the fire. I was hoping you could tell us something about the early history of the town when the Romans were here. If you know anything about the early history of the Abbey itself, we would also be glad to hear of it. We would appreciate any help you could give us, and we hope you are well. Let's see. Father always spoke highly of you, especially how you cared for the library and its books. Especially how you cared for the sisters after the fire. So this first one here. God bless you. Magdalene. There we go. If I want to finish the mural before Christmas, I should start planning tomorrow. I should head to bed and get as much rest as I can. Alright. Alright, another night of EPs. It's late, should get some rest soon. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. Hopefully this time we don't get burgled again. Oh, we are going forward days ahead. All right. Don't jinx yourself. I'll try not to. Mr. Strukrin, I have a few letters here addressed to you. Take care now. Thank you, sir. All right, we got letters. We got mail. Well, the Illuminati wrote back to me. I hope her response helps me paint the mural. Mr. Strukrin, thank you for your letter. Hope this reply finds you and your father in good health. Remember you both, as your father would carry you between the rows of our library in its final years. I also remember your late mother and brother. God keep their souls. While we did have some books that discussed Tassing's past, it's likely they are as mythological as what your neighbors believe. That said, I remember one of the peasants, Tillman Kreutzer, read about the history of the town. I know he died during the revolt, but perhaps his family knows some of what he learned. I should also say that it's not true that all of Kersaw's books were destroyed by the fire. Andreas Mailer managed to save some from the flames, God rest his soul. In the aftermath of that terrible night, cataloging and preserving the surviving books was not at the top of any of our minds. Even so, this topic has stirred a memory within me. Several years before the fire, there was a death at Kersaw, the murder of Baron Rothvogel. He had mentioned something about finding a copy of Historia Tassiae, a comprehensive chronicle of your home. I had forgotten about it until now because the murder dominated all of our thoughts in the days and weeks that followed. It troubles me now because I recall that the late Father Matthias was also reading a copy of Historia Tassiae shortly before he died. We never accounted for either book's whereabouts. They may have been hidden somewhere in the library and went up with everything else. Perhaps Ottilia Kemperin took it from the Baron after the murder. By my understanding, she had difficulty reading. Can't imagine why she would have taken it. Then again, only God knows what she did and why she did it. Miklaus Haberl, the Baron's manservant, believed it may have been stolen by the town thief, Martin Bauer. If Martin is still alive, I would ask him if he knows where the book is. Hopefully he didn't trade it for a mug of beer on his way out of Tassing. If the man had passed from this world, perhaps his... Oh, excuse me. Oh, okay, I'm fine. If the man has passed from this world, perhaps his family knows where the book wound up. Oh, bleh, 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 bleh. As for the history of the Abbey, I fear that was also lost in the blaze. I got spooked. I'm sorry. I am so terrifying. However, as sacristan, Brother Matthew learned a great deal about the subject. I thought I was sneezing somehow. Oh my goodness. I have not kept in contact with him, but I know that he is now the Archdeacon of Sion. He is no longer a Benedictine, but uses his family name. I am not going to try to pronounce that. If you write to him soon, your letter may reach him before snow covers Valais. Please convey my best wishes to your father. He was a good friend to the Abbey in its better years. Despite the violence that occurred, I hold no ill will toward anyone from Tassing. I pray that you have seen better days since that night, and that God forgives the many errors we made. God bless you as well. Mother Luminata, Abbess of Santa Margherita. Margareta? Oh, Esther wrote to me as well. Oh yeah! Esther's, the daughter of the Jewish family. Yeah, I remember now. My dear Magda. My parents were glad to hear from your father. Please tell him they wish to hear from him soon. Speaking of printing, your ink was well received indeed. I've made several prints with it. They look lovely on the wall. Elijah has taken to making his own ink from scraps he found around the house after he saw yours. Mother was furious when he spent several pfennigs trying to find lapis at the market. She set him scrubbing the floors for it. Took him 3 days. I'm glad you're keeping busy, even though it keeps you from visiting. Father says we'll have room whenever you decide to make an appearance. Though really, if you don't plan to stay in Tassing, you ought to come sooner rather than later. There are plenty of beautiful young Christian men around town, printers and academics alike. Or maybe something else. You could have your pick. Prague is a good city for me as well. Before the expulsion, there was a handsome man at synagogue, Simond, who caught my eye. His father is a merchant, and he's a doctor. He went to the University of Padua. Can you believe it? I'd quite like to marry him if I can find him again. Anyway, I think you'd have even better luck than me. The boys would swoon at a beautiful blonde artist from the Alps. Please keep us abreast of your father's mural. Haha, breast. We'll have to come see when it is finished. Blessings. Esther. Well, boy, heckin' howdy. I'll write Esther back tonight. I should head home and check on Dad. Okay, then. Hey, Dad, how are you feeling? How is he feeling? How is Klaus feeling? Magdalene. Sitting upright is still a struggle, I'm afraid. The dizziness makes my stomach turn, so I'd rather not eat at the moment. Are you sure? I can bring up something light, like milk or broth. Hello, hi, Lion. I'm doing good. How are you? We're playing more Pentiment. We're on the last chapter of the game. I'm playing this lady right here. Her name is Magdalene, and she is the daughter of the printer in town, and he got attacked in the night, and we have to finish the mural that he was going to start, and also potentially find who attacked him. He suffered a really bad brain injury, so we don't know how long he's gonna live. Might be a few months, might be a few weeks, who knows. Him's got a boo-boo ouchie, yeah. Can't stomach anything just yet, but tell me, where are you off to? I need to get started on the first part of the mural today, the old history. Mother Illuminata didn't know much about Tassing's early history, but she did give me a few places to start. I'm going to ask Black Till if his grandfather told him any stories. Illuminata said he used to read about the Romans. Mother Illuminata, Magdalene. Mother Illuminata. Right, yes, Mother Illuminata. Young Kreutzer has mentioned those tales from time to time, yes. He comes by to borrow books now and then. Usually when he's found some interesting old ruin out in the fields, you might ask him about that. Ill Peter is always harumphed about how no one paid attention to the old ways anymore, too. I'm sure he'll have some stories to tell about old Tassing. You might stop to talk to him. I can hardly understand him these days, but it's worth asking. He's an old man, Magdalene. He'll enjoy the company either way. Alright, I'll talk to him too, if I have time. You might talk to Smokey, too. The old charcoal burner seems to know more about what's in the woods around town than anyone else. That, and he's a known gossip. So he's been kind to me when I chat with him. I'm certain he'll know something about the ruins. You may hear something worth your while, at any rate. I'll go talk to him. What about the ruins of the mines? I can't just use books and stories alone. I want to explore whatever's left over from the Romans and before. The salt mine and the Roman ruins are the oldest parts of Tassing, so it only makes sense to see what they left behind. You take after your mother. She was always thorough in her research. You always said that's what good artists do, Dad. Be careful, alright? I know the twins mess around near the salt mine, but I don't want you getting hurt. I don't know why George doesn't keep them in line. Always making trouble, those two. Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be careful. Good. I still need you to run the press for a little longer after all. Don't forget your other chores while you're running around town, alright? We still have a household to run. Don't worry, I'll get everything done. Well, that's my girl. I better get going if I want to do all of that today. I'll see you later. Well, good luck. Alrighty then. Got things to do, places to be, people to see, and research to be done. Oh, where can we start? Yeah, I guess we'll start somewhere. Let's see, town commons. So this is the Kreutzer house. Okay. Hey, Oots. Hey, Mags. Got your way with the mural, huh? I didn't expect you to convince the council like that. I can be pretty stubborn when I want to be. Clearly, I'm impressed. The rest of the council has been arguing over the matter for so long, even I couldn't get a word in. Then you come in and shut them up in a few minutes. We could use more women like you in this town. Oh, there are plenty of opinionated women in town. Want to let us join the council? Well, you'd have to take that up with the Lord. Besides, I don't think any of them are as hard-headed as you. You're the exception, Magdalene. You always are. Clearly you've forgotten about Agnes. She doesn't suffer fools gladly. That's not what I meant. She's not... Oh, never mind. Forget about it. Anyway, standing up to the council like that was great. I know I'm on the council, but sometimes it doesn't seem like I have any influence. You do, though. You've asked me to do the mural in the first place. Maybe that's a good thing. Yeah. You vouched for me to do the mural. Only after your dad did. I still feel bad about that. I should have stuck up for you. Being the youngest one in the council has been harder than I thought. I know Baltus and Werner don't think I'm capable, and even Paul has warned me about being too rash. My dad died trying to make a difference in this town. All I'm trying to do is carry on his legacy, but it seems like the others won't make room for any change. Yeah, keep pushing. They're stuck in the past, but we're looking toward the future. Thanks, Mags. Magdalene? It'll take time, but maybe they'll listen to me eventually. Oh well. Better get back to it. See you later, Mags. Alright. He's still calling her Mags, but you know what? We'll kick his ass. Eventually. We're already girl bossing pretty hard, so... God bless you, Magdalene. Magdalene? God bless you, Till. Do you have a moment? Of course. What do you need? Oots says you've been obsessed with your painting. I'm looking into the early history of Tassing for the first part of the mural. Mother Illuminata said your grandfather read about the history of the town. Ah, fertile fields it is. That is. Seemed like old pot shards and Latin trivia were all he ever cared about. All of Granddad's reading came from the Abbey's library, though, and you know what happened there. Poof, up in smoke. So you don't have any of his old books? Only a few. Granddad tried to buy some when the Abbey fell on hard times, but they were too expensive. But I can show you something better than books. Evidence? Something like that. See, we don't have any books on the old pagans, but we do have their stuff. Shards of ceramic pots and animals, bricks from what looks to be an old forge, mountains of salt. I even found a little bear carved from amber. Oh, where'd you find all this stuff? It's not just me. Carl finds things, Fabian too. Any farmer would tell you the same. It's all out there in the fields, under the dirt. Can't go one season without turning up something. But we do have that stuff. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. Where are you keeping these things? Nowhere. We just toss them into piles with the rest of the rocks and root clumps. Sure, it's interesting, but we can't do much of anything with the stuff except look at it. What do you think it all means? I don't follow. How do you think these people lived? Rough, I'd say, but comfortable. We don't find much of their clothes or their houses, so they must have rotted. I guess that would mean they were living in huts. But their tools are good quality. If they weren't rusted all to hell, I could probably use them today. I don't know why, but I assume they lived in caves or in the muck. They weren't Christians, no doubt about that, but they weren't animals either. I'd say they had it hard, but they got by. Not so different from today, really. Earlier you mentioned something about salt. Did the pagans start the mine? Had to have, I'd say. Most people think it was a Roman project, but I think the Romans just dug out what was already there. That's why tassing was so important to the Romans in the first place. Salt. So tassing wasn't just on the Imperial Road. They made the road come through tassing. Do you think there's anything left of the pagans down there? I don't know, but anything they left would have to be better preserved than what we dig up out in the fields. Magdalene, tell me you aren't thinking of going down there. What if there's stuff that could help me with the mural? Magdalene! That mine is hundreds of years old. You could break your neck just getting in there. It's worth it for the mural. It has to be perfect. Imagine how your dad would feel if he got hurt. Then help me get down safely, and he won't have to worry. There we go. Haggle background. It's curious about the daily lives of the pagans, dedicated to the mural's success. Boy, heckin' howdy. You're bull-headed just like your mother. And your father. Probably couldn't keep you out of there if I tried. Please, Till. Alright, alright. Don't know how to get down there myself, but I know those twins have gotten in a time or two. No doubt they have a trick. And Baltus might not be the most reliable man, but I don't doubt he could rig something up for you too. Thank you, Till. Don't mention it. I'm serious, don't. Alright, this has been a big help. Glad to spread some knowledge around. Important for folks to know their past. You think all this pagan stuff will make it in the mural? I can bring some of the things the boys and I have found over to the rat house tomorrow, if that'd help at all. That would be great. Glad you're taking an interest. I thought no one cared about the pagans but me and Granddad. I should warn you, if you do head into the forest, keep an eye out for the Lord's men. They're strict. Worse now than they used to be. I'll be careful. Until tomorrow. Until then. Let's talk to Eva. Hello, Eva. Magda, darling. Oots isn't here, I'm afraid. Well, that's alright. I can find him later if I need to. I wasn't looking for him. No? Are you sure? I think he wandered off towards the rat house. Something about the council, but if you ask me, I think he's looking for you. Doesn't he do any real work? Let's just diss him. Oh, yes. He's always working on town council business these days, and he's still working at mastering carpentry, too. I suggested a few years ago that he take up an apprenticeship, but he was determined to remain in Tassing. I think he's more comfortable here, even if that means he'll never be the craftsman Otto was. I help him how I can, but there's only so much I know how to do. Besides, I think he feels he's taking care of me instead of the other way around. Funny how time does that. It's good of him to stay. I would worry that you'd be lonely otherwise. Oh, even if he had gone, I wouldn't be alone. I have Mom and George and the rest of the family to help take care of. Besides, they keep me busy. I'll never want for anything with Oots and the company here in Tassing. I miss my husband, but I'm proud of Oots. He's growing into a capable young man. I'm excited to see him grow into a husband and father. He'll make a wonderful partner. Whoever he marries will be a lucky woman. It's about time to start finding a match, too. It's wonderful that God blessed Andreas with a wife at last, but I'd rather not have Oates be in his position. Better marry earlier while he can raise a family. Anyway, I'm sure you have things to do. I'll let you get back to them. Anyways, always good to see you, Magda. You too, Eva. Good to know the blacksmith found a wife. And there's little Christina. Hi, Magda. Hello, Christina. What are you doing today? Helping Mom? That's right. You're really pretty. Oh, thank you, Christina. You're really pretty, too. Thank you. Alright. Don't tell. It's a secret. Oh, I'll keep it secret. You're funny, Magda. Alright, then. Can't go upstairs, so let's get out of here. Who else can we talk to? We can talk to some more people. Yeah, I think we're gonna be talking to a lot of people. We've got quite a few leads to take up. Alrighty then. Who are these people over here? Andreas? Hey, somebody named their kid after Andreas. Anna. God bless you. Elsie. Oh, that's the Miller's wife. Or Miller's ex-wife. Good day, Magdalene. How's your father? He's doing better, I think. You have my prayers. You'll need them with Werner on the case. Anna, do not speak ill of the good doctor. He's doing his best. He's a bitter, washed-up drunkard. Everyone knows it. We all have eyes. Yet we have to trust and believe in him, and may inspire him to be better. Everyone needs the support of the community. Werner included. And just so. Alright. Gonna blow my nose again, and this time I'm actually gonna mute the microphone. My sinuses are just going haywire today. Alright, just so. As long as it doesn't get anyone killed with his incompetence. Oh, no matter, I'm just glad to be sitting down for a moment. I'm so tired. Andreas and Ulrich can wear down even the most vigorous person. Not even young Utz can keep up with these two. The blessing and curse of small children. I have a cold that's absolutely been killing me, so I feel you there. Yeah. Ulrike? Is she alright? Oh yes, she wanted me to run off and hide so I could find her, after I've caught my breath for a moment. I don't think she appreciates me taking this long. You're not playing along, Andreas? Hiding like your sister? No. This young man won't lose sight of his mom. Say, Magdalene, could you perhaps go find Ulrika in my stead? Of course, I'd be delighted. Wonderful, she's somewhere in town, although I'm not sure where by now. She ran up the street towards the bakery. I imagine you can find her by the giggling. I'll be off then. Alright, time to find a kid. There's Andreas. Hello, Magdalene. How is Klaus? Resi and I are very worried. Alive, and that's what matters. Did you discover who attacked him? No, whoever it was, they left no sign. Terrible, terrible crime. Terrible. May God look after you both. We've had enough tragedy in this town. Has Gertrude been by to see him? I trust her over that doctor. He's not reliable. Why does nobody like the doctor? He's all Dad and I have. I don't know what to do. Oh, Magdalene, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't gossip. If there's anything Resi and I can do for you, let us know. I will. Thank you for your kindness. It's nothing. I owe your father more than I could say. Take care, Magdalene. Why does nobody like the doctor? I'm curious. Maybe I can find out. Hello, Mistress Drucoin. How is Klaus? Andreas and I have been terribly worried. Dead spirits are high, but he still gets headaches and spells of dizziness. If there's anything we can help you with, let us know. Andreas is always ready to provide. He and Klaus have been friends for a long time. My thanks to you both. We are certainly grateful. It's the least we can do. My sweetie rather admires Klaus. If you don't mind, you weren't born in Tassing, am I right? No, I am originally from Innsbruck. Oh, she's the girl that that Andreas had a crush on in Innsbruck. That Andreas told him to go after. Hell yeah! I'm glad he got the girl. How did you arrive here? The twists of Providence are sudden and unpredictable. I was but a young girl selling all manner of wares on the market, pots and the like. One day this man appears to the stall, all jitters and nerves, stammering over his words, but charming in a way. We spoke at length. I was intrigued and soon enamored, as if a candle had been lit. Andreas is a man of talent and means, after all, blessed with a kind soul. How did it feel to leave home for someone somewhere far away, uprooting yourself from the life you had? Frightening, to be sure, leaving Innsbruck, my friends and family behind. But it was exciting as well, going off to find new opportunities and build a new life. There wasn't much I had to look forward to in Innsbruck, few prospects for a poor girl. Couldn't see myself sitting at the market, continuing to sell odds and ends. Sometimes there are risks we just have to take. That's very inspiring. I'm glad you found happiness here. We all struggle in this world, but the moments of joy outweigh the bad. It's how God has set the world, his benevolence guiding us through it all. I feel I've been blessed, and it's not been all bad for Andreas either. I assist him with the bookkeeping side of the smithy and other things. Must be very good with numbers. Oh! Hello, things are falling. Hold on. What fell? Controller fell. Alright. Hang on. Cats are running amok, knocking things over as cats do. So, just want to make sure nothing broke. Alright. Okay. Riley about to get cloused. Oh gosh. My cat's coming from behind. You don't feed us early enough, mother. And then I get clocked on the head. Bleed out on the living room floor. Alright. You must be very good with numbers then. The smithy provides a crucial trade. Margaret taught me well. A fair bit more comfortable with numbers than Andreas, to say the least. Can't tell you any true answers, but I hope I've provided some encouragement. Don't forget you are important as well, and deserve to live your life. Alright, I have to assist Andreas with a few things. Be well, Magdalene. Until then, Therese. Oh, her name's Teresa, and her nickname is Reese. That's cute. I smell the anise on the breeze. It reminds me of when I was little. Dad always bought anise cakes from Gret to help soothe my stomach when I was ill. Alright. Yeah, I think we'll just go through each part of town and try to talk to everybody. That seems to be the best way to do things. Yeah, let's go. Let's stop by the bakery. Wait, hang on a second. I think I saw a child. There she is. Aha, there you are. You found me. But you can't find me again, Mag. Oh, she's gonna hide again. Okay. Alright, time to go into the bakery. There's Gret. Okay, looks like we just talked to Gret here. Magdalene, darling. Good morning, Gret. Smells heavenly in here. Oh, I've just finished rolling out some raisin bread. Thought Andreas and Ulrike could use a treat today. Any special occasion? Oh, not really. I didn't want the raisins to go to waste. Besides, I like to drop in on Anna and see my grandchildren. I'm more blessed than I ever imagined I would be. Paul and Anna make such a lovely pair. Ulrich wouldn't believe his eyes if he saw us now. I wish he could see his grandchildren. I'm sure he is rejoicing with all the saints in heaven. I do hope so. He was never much for emotional displays, but I still remember his joy when Anna was born. You know, I was angry when Anna first took a liking to young Paul. He was always a quiet boy, but I was afraid he'd turn out like his father. Well, I needn't have worried. Paul is a good man and a good father. He's built this town back up from what it was. And Elsa dotes on those children more than I do. She's certainly come a long way from the meek woman I met. Really, she seems so kind, though. Can't imagine her as anything else. Oh well, Linhart was a hard man to live with. He had a firm hand. You wouldn't know it by how she and Paul are, the kindest souls you'll ever meet. I've been chatting too long. My dough needs tending. Please excuse me. Alrighty then. Of course, until later. Alright. Let's talk to whoever's over this way. Who's over here? That's Croft. Hey, Magdalene, he doesn't want to talk. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, we need to head in this direction anyway, but... anything in here? How much can I poke around? There's Agnes. Good morning, Magdalene. Brisk weather today, isn't it? And still Craft out there working with Father Thomas to repair the church. I worry about that boy sometimes. He works the stone, but I'm not always sure he has his mind set on it. Oh, masonry is a good trade. Everyone needs a stonemason now and then to repair things. That they do. Lucky always harped on about how being honest and trustworthy is the most valuable currency. How in this life, hard work and reputation matters the most. Kraft has taken that to heart, I think. He does a lot of good for the town. I've offered to find an apprenticeship for him, but he won't make up his damn mind. He deserves a chance at the life he wants. He has lived in his father's shadow for too long. He's a good man, Agnes. You should be proud. Thank you, Magdalene. I've done my best for my household, despite what's happened in the past few decades. Oh, well, you didn't come here to hear me ramble on about my family. What can I do for you? I thought you might have some additional remedies for my father. Our Werner's not enough? I understand Klaus's condition is dire, but I thought Werner would be able to provide something. I know it won't save him, but I still want to try everything I can. Every little bit helps. I understand. Let me see what I can whip up. I can't promise anything, but God willing, I pray it provides some small help. Thank you, Agnes. Of course, Magdalene. Take care. Hello! Hello, German. How's it going? Good to see you again. Alright, let's head up to Northtown. There's the little rat house. Let's talk to Carl. Okay, he doesn't have anything to say. Let's look at the clock. The rat house is the biggest building in Tassing. Baltus clock took ages to build in place. So we have a clockmaker, I guess. Anyone inside? Nope, just the paint the mural to be. Which is exciting. Okay then. Let's talk to Stoll's house. Is this the doctor's place? This looks like the doctor's place. Looks like he is not in at the moment. Hey, there's Ulrika. Got you. Ah, you found me again. Wait here, I'll find a better spot. And off she goes again. Alright. Hello. Nyazu? Nyazo? Ciao, Magdalene. Oh, he's Italian. Hello, handsome. Anyway. What a mess. Don't know how Baltus can get anything done with all this in the way. Baltasar. Okay. Magdalene. Yes? The cinnamon just arrived for the beer. You're making beer? Well, yes. It's for the Christmas celebration. Already, we're barely into November. The wheel of time stops for no man. But it's going to be wonderful. Cinnamon, coffee from Ethiopia, cacao from the New World, cocoa from the New World. That is a bunch of Italian. Jesus Christ, he who has the money can do everything. Problem? Of course not. It's your money. Anyway, I'm quite excited about it. Clearly. As such, alchemy is not normally my strong suit. And for all of Nassau's complaints about the cost, the base rye we're using is free. Given the other ingredients, I'd imagine it doesn't make much of a difference to the cost. Yes. At least someone around here is aware of the costs. Do I or do I not have more than enough money to cover everything 10 times over? Of course, but then I don't want to hear another word about it. The farmers had so much rye this year, they just couldn't use it all. Gret made as much bread with it as she could, but she wound up having to throw a lot out. So why not make beer? I wish you the best luck with it. Thank you. Do you know Tassing's salt mine? I need to find a way in. Any chance you could help me? To get into the salt mine, yes? You must be on quite the adventure. Ideally, we could rig up a double pulley system to lower and raise yourself in the shaft, but that might take a while. Well, I would like to go in today, if possible. Of course, of course. Would a good length of rope suffice? You could brace it against the wall of the mine shaft. Are you strong enough to support your own weight? Against the wall? I think so. Excellent. Thank you, Baltus. Of course, of course. Here you go. Do be careful, though. Make sure the ropes are secure. I will. Until later. Good luck, Magdalene. Alrighty, then. We've got our rope. We need to find that child a third time. I'm guessing she's going to be somewhere out here. Maybe. Let's see. We've got quite a few places to be, places to go. You get some gossip from Smokey as well. A Lady of the Labyrinth. Look at that maze. Mary, Mother of Jesus. Her painting has been here as long as I can remember. And there's Thomas. Oh, God bless you, Magdalene. And you, Father Thomas. You look troubled. What's the matter? Seem to have lost the key to the tabernacle. Without it, we'd have to go without the Eucharist on Sunday. Can you borrow some from the Poor Clares? What? Oh, no, I consecrate the host for them as well. We usually take it to them before we begin Mass in town. Without the blessed sacrament, we cannot truly celebrate Mass. Without Mass, everyone in Tassing risks their salvation. So our salvation could be in peril because you lost the key to the tabernacle? Well, I wouldn't put it quite like that. Should I need to, I'll have Gret bake a loaf and I can consecrate that. Even afterward, I cannot leave the host out. I must find the key. I'll keep an eye out for it, Father. Thank you, Magdalene. Please let me know if you have any ideas as to where it might be. God bless you. Okay, then. Time to find a key. I wonder if Sister Amelie has seen Tabernacle Key anywhere. Alright. Yeah, let's talk to her about it. God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you, Sister Amelie. What brings you to the church this time of day? Lighting another votive candle for your father? I was hoping to speak with you, sister. Have you seen Father Thomas's tabernacle key anywhere? He's misplaced it. I'm afraid I have not. Everything in the church has been as it should be. Though I did hear the 2 Gertner children come in last evening. I did not rise, but I heard their whispering for a moment. They left as suddenly as they came. Why didn't you say anything? I didn't think anything of it. Many people come into the church throughout the week. This is a sacred space, and the people of Tassing respect it as such. They respect my privacy in this place, and I respect theirs. I see. I've seen the twins come into the confession more than most of the young folk in Tassing. Their intentions last night may have been pure. If not, however, it would be Christian to remind them that theft is against the Lord's commandments. You're right. I ought to mention that the next time I see them. Of course, I might go have a chat with them. I advise that you do what you feel is right in your heart. Thank you, sister. God bless you. God bless you, Magdalene. Alrighty then. The eavesdropper. Alright. So we will have to find the twins. I'm not sure which twins they are, but I'll find them. Yeah, let's talk to Martin about the book. Or let's talk to Brigitte. Fine enough, given the circumstances. Are you getting enough rest? I know how hard it is to manage a house alone, and you have the shop and mural to worry about, too. I remember Clara wishing she had a distraction. I might see about her helping you and your father through this difficult season. How is Klaus, by the way? Any improvement? You're one of the only people who have asked how I'm doing before asking about my dad. I know how it is to be a sole caregiver. Yourself disappears before the needs of the person you're looking after. I worry about you carrying that weight alone. I remember when my dad fell. We cared for him as best we could, but those few moments before he passed were a tough time for everyone. But I believe God will pull your dad through. Whatever the doctor says, we need him. God willing, you're right. I'm at his mercy. God willing. Amen. Have you thought about what you'll do if your dad doesn't come through this? I'd have to get married. You remember what happened to Ottilia. That poor woman. But you're a good girl, Magda. There are any number of families in Tassing who'd be happy to take you. You have someone in mind, don't you? I promise you I do not. Such a modest girl. Your dad raised you right. I mean, Utz, of course. He's about as subtle as his father, God rest Otto's soul. I miss him. I wish I'd got to meet him. Properly, I mean. He made an impression, that's for certain. Oh, the girls around town knew better than to moon after him, though that didn't stop some of us. He was Eva's from the start. As Utz appears to be yours. But if nothing ever comes of that, know that you're always welcome in my family, Magda. Kraft's a hard-working boy. He's got a sharp mind. He can provide for a family. Are you trying to set me up with your son? Can you blame a mother for trying? You're a good, respectable girl, Magda. Any family would be lucky to have as a daughter. I don't mean to be rude, but I'd prefer to decide in my own time. All right. I'll let it lie. You know, not every marriage may start off on solid footing. But if you pray and work and trust in the Lord, you can find it in time. Believe me. If it's not working out, how can you be sure a couple belongs together? God knows. He brings people together for a purpose. We don't need to understand it, only to have faith in Providence. In any case, I should get back to the chores. Remember what I said? Whatever happens, you're always welcome in my home. I actually had a question about an old book. Martin is supposed to have stolen it from that baron who was killed years ago. Do you know what happened to it? Oh. I hope this doesn't get me into trouble, but I still have it hidden in a drawer. Martin left it behind when he ran off. He went to all the trouble to take it, but didn't bring it along. Martin was a thief, but he wasn't stupid. Good news, I'm making my own anti-cold serum. Good. That's good. I hope you feel better. I'm sure he realized no one would believe he'd come by the book honestly, so he couldn't sell it. Why'd you keep it? What was I supposed to do? The Baron was killed soon after, and there I was holding his stolen book. I didn't want Martin to get in any more trouble than he was already in. I never read it, though. I don't read well. This is awful, but oh damn, it works. Oh boy. I could take it off your hands, no one would ever know you kept it. I trust you to be true to your word, Magda. I'd like to have nothing more to do with it. To be frank, it reminds me of difficult times. Stolen book of a dead nobleman in our home. Perhaps it spoiled our milk and turned our eggs all these years. Here you are. Please, don't tell anyone I had this. Historia Tassiae. Oh, it's in Latin. I can understand a few words and phrases. I'll take a closer look in the evening. Thank you, Brigitte. You've been a big help. Oh, and this is the book that was supposed to have been, like, kinda controversial back in the first chapter of the game. Be well now. God bless. Consists of very strong peppermint tea, a cough drop, cold flu, Alka-Seltzer. Ooh. That definitely sounds like a concoction. Let's talk to Martin. See if he has anything to say. Morning, Magdalene. How's Klaus? Enduring. Even when speech is slurred, he keeps a cheerful heart. I don't know what life would be like without him. Klaus is a good man, Magdalene. Tassing is a better place thanks to him. He's one of the few in Tassing who hasn't been on my back all this time. Oh, what do you mean? Don't pretend like you haven't heard. Townsfolk have whispered shit about me for years. So what if I occasionally get into a few brawls? I'm an honest man. Wasn't involved with what happened to Otto. I supported his cause. Pulled my weight around here. Tilled the soil, salted the meats, provided for Brigitte and Kraft. I've done enough back-breaking work for this family. Can't a man just have a goddamned rest? I believe you. Why are you always getting into fights anyway? Sometimes an asshole just needs to get his teeth pounded in. Does beating the shit out of someone really solve a problem? Maybe. Don't want to solve problems, though. Don't have the patience anymore. Had enough. Just want what I'm owed. Right. I've lost enough time to this as it is. Time for you to go. Until then, Martin. Alright. So what's down over here? This is the old witch's place, I think. I cannot pronounce that. But you know what? It's a house. Hey, Watchlav. God bless you, Magdalene. Oh. I guess he's no longer a monk. And here's Matilda. Hello, Matilda. Hello, Watchlove. How are you two? Very well, the Lord has blessed us more than we deserve. How are you, Magdalene? I was worried with you keeping the house and the workshop all on your own. Let me bring by some soup for you and your father. You're very kind. Thank you. Not at all, Magdalene. This is how Watchlav and I serve Tassing. Our vocation may have changed, but our gratitude that God in the town has not. Oh, they left the monastic life and got married. Oh, cute. If I remember right, they always visited the town together, too. It is, and it's probably not super advised, like, to be, I'm not a doctor, but it works for me when colds. Yes, I love these two. Yeah! These two, they are sweet. You've always been so dedicated to the town. It's hard to imagine you two ever lived in the Abbey. Sometimes those days feel like another lifetime. A harder time, to be sure. Were the Benedictines like anything like the poor Clares? They lived simple lives of devotion, but not that simple. I'm given to understand they don't make art at the convent now. Such a shame in that beautiful workshop. In any case, a nun's vows include dedication to a simple life, with all the challenges that entails. But I struggled. With my vows, my discipline, I couldn't live as my sisters did. I broke my vows, as did Watchlove. We fell in love. Yeah, we did. Well, I seduced her. You certainly did not. Are you telling young Magda here that you seduced me, then? Watchlove, please. So you left the Abbey. Oh, excuse me. Though no one learned of what we did, the matter ate at my heart. That and being falsely accused of murdering the old Baron terrified you, and rightly so. We all must account for our sins, Magdalene. I was afraid I would account for mine sooner than I thought. Those were the hardest years of my life. I repented and prayed to God to absolve me. But the Lord always provides, even in the darkest days. The Abbey's destruction gave us a second chance. No. Can't imagine that the townsfolk were too happy to let you stay. There was some suspicion at first, yes, but we proved useful in the days following, and soon they came around. The Lord forgives more readily than man, Magdalene. Never think that you must remain in a place that causes you to sin, even if others think it godly. Well, I'm glad you two are finally able to live life together. You both deserve it. Only by the grace of God are we in this life together. May it be many more years before we part. God willing. Anyway, Magdalene, I'll send that soup over to you shortly. Thank you, Matilda. God bless you, Magda. God bless. They are so sweet. I love them. I'm glad they got this house. Honestly, they deserve it. All the monks deserve a happy life. They're all pretty good. And Brother Guy is okay, I guess. Well, he was embezzling funds, and he kind of caused the whole trouble between the town and the Abbey, but he was also helping Jewish families, so, you know, I think it balances it out. Okay, we do have some people to talk to over here. I think I'm going to skip the Bowers for now. I'm going to visit the Gertners. Alright, Il Peter, tell me your lore. Don't usually talk about this, but I used to go on retreats to a Benedictine house back when I was Catholic. I have fond memories of them. Nice. Hold on, need to clear my sinuses again. Give me just a moment. You bet your sweet Bippy I did. I did mute the right thing this time. And the last time, too. But that first time, though, oh boy, I was wrong. Alright, hello Peter, can I talk to you for a moment? What's that? We're so proud of you. Oh gosh. Proud of me? No. What's that? Can I talk to you for a moment? God damn it, don't you shout at me. Oh my god, it's just like the old people at work. They complain that they can barely hear you. You raise your voice and then they get mad that you're raising your voice at them. You didn't hear me. Ha! You young people always hollering at me like I'm infirm already. Fine, I'll take my proud of you back. It's mine now. Good. Be proud of yourself, bitch. Be proud of yourself. Don't be proud of me. Be proud of you. What do you want, anyway? I was wondering if you'd tell me some of the stories about tassing. Ah, the old tales, Cough. It's been so damn long since anyone had a thought to ask me about what I know. But there's still a few of the old tales knocking about in this skull. Are there any myths from even before the Romans came to tassing? Of course there are. The Romans weren't the first ones to live here, you know. There are spirits older than the saints that live in these woods, older than the Romans. They protected tassing before St. Moritz ever set a blessed foot in this town. Extrinsic motivations are just as important as intrinsic motivations. Oh, what sort of spirits? The sort that I'm getting at. Didn't your father teach you patience, Magdalene? Sorry. It's Perchta and her wild hunt that scare them evil ones away. They've protected tassing since its founding day. Long before those Romans, our ancestors roamed these mountains under a great chieftain called Rhaetus. Wait, isn't Rhaetus a Latin name? Eh? The ending on his name is the masculine singular ending common on most male Roman names. Plenty of names end with the same letters. Doesn't make them Latin, does it? Now quit your yammering and listen. Folk weren't as kind as they are now, and the tribes fought one another for the best land. The old chieftain was a yellow-bellied coward who neglected the old gods. He was too proud to make offerings. Because of him, the gods favored other tribes, and Rhaetus's people had no land to call their own. Instead, they wandered through these mountains and valleys, hunting and gathering what they could to survive. Cough. One day, when winter was approaching, Rhaetus went hunting and found a wounded wolf tangled in a trap. But instead of killing the beast, as most men would, he helped the beast and loosed it from its bounds. Was the wolf a spirit in disguise? Huh, of course not. Wolves are wolves, girl. Spirits don't need the skins of animals for their power. Still, you've got the sense of the thing. The old gods are keen to repay favors done, and Perchta is the goddess of the wild hunt. The wolves are her animals. She leads the wild hunt, and the wolves lead the hunts of the forest. Back in my day, folk knew it was bad luck to kill a wolf. Now I'm the only one who remembers these things. Perchta saw Rhaetus's action and took favor on him, and told the wolf to lead the chieftain to her sacred spring. Rhaetus led his people to the spring and claimed it for his homeland, and we've been in this valley ever since. Then those goddamned Romans came and destroyed everything. But you see, there were other gods protecting this place before St. Moritz. It's why a few of us still honor Perchta. She protects us against witches and fiends. It's a wonderful story, perfect for the first part of the mural. Good, good. Nice to know I can still be of some use in this town. What about the Romans? Do you know any Roman legends of Tassing? Roman legends? Pah. Wild Hunt mentioned. So, in the Witcher franchise, the user has been removed from chat. No, I love The Witcher. I do want to eventually stream all of the Witcher games as well. Starting with the first one. I might actually... Oh, excuse me. I might actually have see and take a look and see if there's any, like, Witcher mods that I could install to kind of make the game not look like it's aged like milk. I'll have to see what I can do on that end. I don't know if it would fly with Twitch. You know why. I actually don't know why. I haven't heard anything about Twitch having beef with Witcher. Unless I'm out of the loop on something. Anyway, Roman legends? Pah. I don't bother with stories from outsiders or tales of gods that aren't our own. The Romans did nothing but conquer our people and destroy this town. There's a fair bit of nudity in the Witcher's game. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. The nudity. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I'll have to find some way around that. That's for sure. Maybe I'll just have like a big sensor bar or just a big autism creature in front of the screen. Just cover the entire screen just in case. Riley is a professional, chat. I am a professional. Damn right I am. We had spent generation after generation building Tassing back up from those days. And I should know too, because I've played Witcher 3, and that has so much frontal nudity. And still, our traditions keep dying, with no one to carry them on. Well, I'm asking about them right now. That's why I want to know, Peter. These stories need to be on the mural. The mural, Fine, but I don't know any of the old Roman shit. Alright. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for sharing your stories with me, Peter. At least someone wants to listen to me. Shame the old widow got killed, though. Ottilia knew more about the old ways than any of us. I'm tired. Talking so much has made my jaw ache. I'll leave you to rest then. God bless you, Peter. Humph. Alright then. Well, it's a shame we killed Ottilia. Alright. So, I want to talk to Charcoal Burner next. So we're gonna run through town. Boop-a-doop boop. Oh, is it this way that's to the forest? No. We're going this way. It's gonna run by here. Oh, there's the kid. Can't hide from me, little bean. You're too good, Mag. Oh, we'll go find Mom now. Alright. Let's go to the forest. And let's go visit Smokey. There's Václav. Something I can do for you? Knives need sharpening. Are you a friend of Smokey's? I'd like to think so. I'm Václav. I'm a tinker. Travel around and help people out with sharpening knives, little things like that. Drukrin, are you the printer's daughter? I am. My father is... I am the printer. My father and I are both printers. Do you sample the wares much? Yes, I read books. Voxlov, don't. You're going to get in trouble again. Trouble from me? No, not you, Mistress Drukrin. This one can't help but talk to people about all of the strange things he believes. He reads all sorts of books, talks to odd folks, gets ideas brewing in his head. No, that doesn't bother old Smokey none. Bothers some other people a whole lot. Well, that doesn't bother me any. Well, if it doesn't bother you and it doesn't bother old Smokey, sounds like there's nothing to worry about. Fine. You get run out of here again, don't blame me. Again, do I want to know? Do I want to know what happened? A long time ago I got into an argument with some people in town. They told Father Thomas. To his credit, he told them to let it go, but somehow an inquisitor found out. Anyway, I had to leave for a while. So, books. Strange ideas. Yes, the host, the Eucharist, the bread and wine, the body and blood of Christ. Holy Communion? What about it? More and more people are writing about rejecting transubstantiation. The idea that the bread and wine of the Eucharist literally becomes the body and blood of Christ. Here we go. Yes? Well, there are two ways to look at it. The first is on the grounds that Wycliffe and Huss rejected it. Using our eyes, our senses, there is nothing perceptible that changes in the character of the bread and the wine. That doesn't mean it hasn't actually changed. Must our senses necessarily encompass all of God's miracles for them to be real? I suppose that's true. Must our senses necessarily encompass all of God's miracles, then? No, not at all. But for what reason would he place them outside of the compass of our understanding? As an act of faith, blessed are those who believe but have not seen. But if that is the case, of what importance is the material composition of the host? Even if the bread and wine turn to Christ's body and blood, why is that necessary for spiritual communion? We are bound by flesh, attempting to reunite with the light of God through the Eucharist. The act, the observance, unites our will with that of Christ. He is present in us through the remembrance, not the physical act. So what? You know what? I should have taken the Reformation background. This feels really relevant. So what does that matter? No, there's nothing wrong with taking communion as a rite or act. But if you accept what I'm saying, there are other things I'd like to discuss. I'm not listening to any of this. You ready to hear why it's important to disbelieve in transubstantiation? I'm certain this is leading somewhere good. Can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but alright. This all starts with Lucifer creating the world. Excuse me? Me and Magdalene are like, what? God was the Word, and the Word was truth, and truth is light. The light is God's will. God's light contains aspects, what we consider angels, facets of his infinite intellect. One of these aspects separated itself from his intellect and manifested in the darkness as the corrupt will, Lucifer. By what power could a portion of God's will separate from the whole? The will moved itself. God's intellect, being infinite, also contained the capacity to transcend the infinite. To exist outside of the boundaries of God's infinite light, the corrupt will brought into being an equally infinite darkness. Within that darkness, Lucifer cast his false light, a corrupted imitation of the divine intellect, to create the world. All material in our world is inherently a corrupted manifestation of that false light. We still have connection to God through our intellect, but it is flawed by existing in our physical bodies. Was then saying that, was Jesus flawed by being a man even though he was born of a virgin? He was not born of a virgin. I'm not hearing any of this. Poor Smokey. And it would not matter if he were. Lucifer was a rebellious splinter of God's will. The Christ appeared when God willed his divine intellect into Jesus. But you said that physical bodies were all corrupt. Yes, but while we are the heirs of Lucifer's rebellious intellect, Christ received wisdom from the light of God himself. I was not expecting theological debates here. Oh, yeah. This game is full of it. Oh wait, the ads literally just started as I said that. So I'll have to wait until River comes back. He did truly die and was truly resurrected in body. His reappearance was only important for him to convey the message of salvation to the people. I'm still here for now? Oh, okay. Oh, it starts in 5 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry. I misread my little ad warning thing. Anyway, yeah, so this game is full of theological debates. Because the first 2/3 of the game is set like around the time the Reformation with like Martin Luther and the Lutherans starts. So the beginning of the game, you literally have a discussion about theological debate with the Lord, the nobleman that gets murdered in the first portion of the game. And then Lutheranism and other theological debates or topics come up. Like there's one section where you debate with a nun whether it's Christian or not to burn books because they don't contain things that bishops approve of. And during that debate, you can tell that she is conflicted because she loves the books and the literature, but is torn because the bishops decree that the books are not Christian and then must be burned. I was able to convince her to let me take the book. This game will make me very mad then. Maybe. I think it's interesting. I think it's pretty interesting because I think it's very honest about what the medieval period was like, or like at least what this time period was like, and it's a very like down to earth portrayal of like what the late medieval villages were like and community and everything. But the book kind of leans towards being the game leans towards being very it uses the topics of the story in order to like portray and the topics of the time period and the themes to kind of portray ideas that kind of reflect say like the game industry, like whether an artist should be just allowed to create art or they should be told what to create, and the sort of things that like the sort of biases that someone that is a patron to an artist might have towards events and history. Like, for example, at the beginning of this chapter, the leadership of this town does not want to mention the very real revolt that happened earlier in the game. And Magdalene's father, Klaus, was very much a big part of that revolt and does not want it to be forgotten and feels that it should be remembered, even if it's something that nobody wants to remember. So I think the game does a really good job at that. Whether the theological debates will make you mad or not, I don't know for sure. But I know there is like a few YouTube videos that I think are pretty interesting and go really in depth about the subject matter and the themes of the game. Anyway, this physical world is the only hell we know, living again and again, the only torment. Riley did it? Which? Oh no. I didn't do anything. I think I followed. I may have spaced out a bit, but yeah. It's basically, there are situations in the game that can be compared to what artists have to deal with now. I am wordy and really yappy about it, so I may have been a little obtuse and talked a lot more than I probably needed to about it. Okay, so this guy believes in reincarnation, I guess. That's a sad way to look at life. It's your space to yap on. Well, sometimes when I'm bad at explaining things. Sometimes I yap a little bit too much, I think. And then the person I'm trying to explain something to gets confused, and then I get confused, and it's a whole mess. Cold also kicking my ass hard at the moment. And that too, River's also got a cold. Anyway, ad break time. Sounds like the tism. It is most definitely the tism. Or maybe, but it is how I see it. In 5 years, I may see it another way. Anyway, thank you for indulging me, Magdalene. It was illuminating. Until later. Alright. Until then. Alright, let's do what we are here to do. Let's talk to Smokey. Good day, Mistress Druken. I've told you, Smokey, call me Magdalene. Old habits, I suppose. What brings you to my corner of the woods? More gossip? Yes, actually, but I wanted to ask you about the old salt mines. Only ancient gossip. So wondering if you knew anything about the old pagan and Roman mines. Now I've got the hiccups. Oh boy. The mines. Is this a new interest of yours, Magdalene? I don't see the townsfolk trek out there as much anymore. Last I saw were those two twins making trouble. They know a way in, but I'll be damned if I ever set foot close to that place. What are you so interested in over there? Mural in the rat house. I think it's a section about the earliest days of tassing. The mines are the oldest part of tassing, and you keep a keen ear. I thought maybe you might have heard something. I don't know about getting down into the mines, but I do know a few stories about them and the other Roman ruins around here. The old stories my father used to tell me when he was the burner of tassing. One about Mars and Tassia, the nymph, was always my favorite, though I blamed that on my youth. Tassia, like tassing. Folk named town after pagan god, a Roman one at that. I don't mind telling you the tale, Magdalene, but I warn you, it's a bit bawdy. I'll need something about the Romans to paint on the mural. I'll tell the decent bits of what I remember, but I won't have your father hounding me for any coarseness. Alright, what's the story? Ugh, everyone excludes me from the fun. You'll have your fun in time, Magdalene. You just wait and see. Alright. So what's the story? Well, legend says that Mars was hunting in these woods and spied a fat boar for the taking. He just pulled back his spear when he heard a woman scream in terror. Of course, the creature ran off, and the god was angry at the loss of his quarry. So he tramped through the woods to see why a woman was in the forest and not in the local town. Why would a god be hunting in Tassing's forest? How should I know? Maybe he just wanted a brisk walk. Besides, why should anything the gods do make sense? These were the old days when spirits and ghosts prowled. Need more facts, Smokey, not folk tales? Every tale has a seed of truth in it, Magdalene. How else does it become a story? If you're looking for facts, go find that doctor or the inventor. I'm not a learned man, but I know some things. Stories are one of them. Alright. Keep going. So, Mars found a nymph, Tassia, bathing in a spring with a fat, ugly satyr goading her from the shore. Enraged at seeing the trapped nymph, Mars transformed into a wolf and slew the satyr. And in return, well, Tassia bathed the god. I get it, they bathed. I did warn you, Magdalene. When Mars left the pool, he dripped onto the ground and it blossomed with flowers and crops. They say that's why this valley is so fertile. We've been growing crops here for generations. People would want a reason for that, even if it was the gods. Whatever the reason, Tassing's been blessed with fertile grounds for hundreds of years. So much of what the Romans left behind was destroyed over the years, but I like that we still have these tales. You never really destroy stories as long as there are people to tell them. Of course, the Romans left a hell of a lot behind, too. The town is more Roman than Bavarian, really. Oh, well, we are part of the Holy Roman Empire. That we are, and not for lack of trying. Tassing was actually much smaller now than it was in the Romans' day. At least that's what I make of it. The ruins go deep into the forest, and all the way to the old mine. Half of Tassing is built on Roman stone. Time for another tangent. Say Irish wristwatch 3 times. Okay, let me get a sip of water. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. I said it 3 times. There. Look, I've got a lisp. My R's and W's get mixed up sometimes. I can't help it. Professional. I'm trying. Take a walk around town and you'll start noticing things. We used their stone to build. The old temple by Satyas' shrine has grown over, but the aqueduct runs for miles. Even the abbey used to be an old Roman fort. You can see some of the Roman paved stones under the road if you look hard. We may not be Roman, but this town is. I do too, actually, which makes it really funny because I can see it very quickly. Yeah. Irish wristwatch. Yeah. Irish wrist. Whatever. I'm gonna get grumpy if I try it too many times. Irish wristwatch. Blech. Alright. The longest streak I've done is 15 in a row. Damn. Tassing has been building upon itself for hundreds of years. What a beautiful idea. That's the way of things. Most people don't notice the old stones. Too busy in town to notice what's right in front of their eyes. Maybe I should go take a look at the mine. I'd get a better sense of what things were actually like. Nothing will stop you, I see. Well, I won't either. Just keep an eye for any wolves or satyrs you may see down there, eh? I'll let you know if I see any. Good luck, Magdalene. Be safe. Alright. I want to take a look at the shrine. This is Apollo. Hey, Magdalene. Hey, hello, Apollo. What are you doing? Looking for frogs. Artemis says she saw one the other day and we're trying to collect a bunch. Because most of our friends know I have the speech issues, so when there's a LOL, River's a dumb bitch, I just say it because it's really funny. Oh, gotcha. Frogs don't come out this time of year. How do you know? Artemis said she saw one. They don't. Hildegard says they're cold and wet creatures. They won't be out in autumn. Maybe that's why I only have one. What do you need the frogs for? Like I'll tell you, you'll snitch. If you don't tell me, maybe I will snitch. Your mother won't be happy to hear about whatever you're up to. Like, I can't say Rivers without pausing first. It's my name. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, sometimes I do have to, like, pause for a quick moment and have to, like, really lean into the sound whenever I say something like roof or river or Rumpelstiltskin. Otherwise, I say, like, Wumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin. I have to kind of, like, not growl, but I have to hold that R sound for like a quick second, as if holding it kind of makes it sound more correct, if that makes sense. Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that what I said? Ah, damn it. Can't even say Rumpelstiltskin right. Okay, you know what? I was trying to think of examples. That was the best one I could think of in the moment. Artemisaurus says Mom doesn't care. Mom yells, but that's about it. Sorry, Magdalene, I can't risk this one. Try asking Artemis. Alright. Great frog plague of 1543. No, you said it right, just tismed. Oh, okay. Is this Artemis? There's Artemis. Oh, hey, Magdalene, do you need something? I'm a little busy right now. Still catching frogs. Damn it, Apollo, he can't keep his fat mouth shut. What do you want, Magdalene? I want to see what our forefathers and the Romans left behind. It's for the mural. The mural? You want to use our secret hideout for your mural? I want to see if they left anything down there I could use as a reference. You're really into that whole rat house project, aren't you? Why should I show you how to get in? Because I know you took Father Thomas's tabernacle key. I won't tell him if you show me how to get in the mine. No deal. Look, I'll show you how to get into the mine on one condition. You help Apollo and me with our next prank. No telling, no snitching, no questions asked. Fine. Tell me what you're up to. Father Thomas has been droning on and on about the plagues of Egypt, right? Apollo and I are collecting frogs to hide in the tabernacle. When Father Thomas opens it on Sunday, frogs will go everywhere. That seems like a really bad idea. You've already been to confession this year. Can't wait to see Father Thomas's face if you can get away with it. I might just join in on this. He'll never expect to summon frogs in his sermon on the Egyptian plagues. It's the perfect plan. So what do you want me to do? We stole the tabernacle key, but we need to put it back before he notices. You want me to put the key back? Precisely. We stole the key early to make sure it was the right one. We'll steal it again once we actually stuff the frogs in there, but in the meantime it needs to go back. I need you to replace the key on the altar in the church. Apollo and I would attract too much attention, but you're the town's goody-goody. Which is why I'm just a better sneak than you. That's bullshit and you know it. Anyway, will you do it? I'll get you into the mine if you do. Alright, give me the key. Wait, let me know when it's done. Alright. I guess we're gonna help cause the second frog plague of 1543. God bless you, Father Thomas. I found your missing key. Found it. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Magdalene. Where'd you find it, if I may ask? Ooh. On the grass outside the church. It must have slipped from your pocket. Just outside the church, but I'd looked there already. These eyes of mine must be getting old. Thank you for returning the key to me. You may have saved the whole town from severe consequences. I certainly hope so. Thank you very much. You've saved me a great deal of time and worry. God bless you, Magdalene. All right. Till later. There we go. We returned the key. Let's go back to the shrine. How's your errand going? Gave the key. Yep, told him I found it outside the church. He didn't suspect a thing. Cass just told me my stimming is apparently worse when I have a cold, which is news. Oh gosh. Alright, as promised, Apollo and I will show you how to get into the mine. Come on, follow me. Alright, mine time. You sure you want to do this? There's some creepy things down there. Who knows how many people have died in those mines? Right, it's probably haunted. You should back out now. While you still can. Grow up. If you're such a grown-up, why'd you come to us for help? Right. Are you going to help me or not? I guess. It's not that bad, as long as you know where to put your feet. We do it all the time. Come on, let's get on with it. I don't want to get in trouble again. Fine, fine. Start with your feet on the inner ledge, and then look for ledges that look like shelves. Alright, here goes. Don't forget to move your hands down before your feet, so you don't slip. Hike your skirt a little so you don't get it caught too. It's easier that way. Wait, the missing rung. Oh right, there's a missing rung near the bottom. Watch your step or you'll fall. Like this idiot. Why'd you have to say that? Why do you always have to embarrass me? Alright, I got it. Thanks. Okay then. Into the mines. And down we go. Heading out my night. Alright, have a good night, River. I'm actually just about to wrap up stream too, so I hope you have a good evening. I did it, I'm at the bottom. Good job, Magdalene. Good luck doing whatever you're doing down there. Hope you don't die. Finding out might be trickier. Oh well, time to have a look around. Alright then. And we get a little lantern, too. A lot of different coins down here. How odd, it's not like this is a Saint's Well. Alright, so we're going to wrap up here then. Right before we go on our great underground adventure. So, thank you everyone for hanging out, for watching, for lurking and chatting. We're going to go ahead and find somebody to raid. So, give me just a moment and we'll do just that. So, let's see. Before we do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and put in a plug for the Discord. My little Discord server, where some pretty cool peeps hang out along with myself. Yeah, it's kind of still in the process of being all put together, but there's
Thank you for your interest
always
in
that.
Discord. You can join following this link.
And then there we go. There's a link to the Discord. And then there is also my Tuesdays did open up. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing any streams on Tuesday. I used to have like a tabletop night on Tuesday, and now I don't anymore. So I think I'm just going to not do any streams for Tuesday, and we'll be back to Vampire on Wednesday. But with that said, let's go find somebody to stream. I believe, oh yeah, my friend Eve is streaming her Chat Plays Werewolf the Apocalypse game. So we're going to go ahead and raid her, as is Monday tradition. And I will catch you all next time. I hope you all have a good evening, and I hope to see you all soon. Or see you all again soon, on Wednesday, when I play Vampire. So, until then, I'll catch you all later. Have a good evening, and good night.